Morning, my dear students. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the first lecture of the course. The topic name is Introduction of Project Management and Stages and Purpose. Project management is the application of processes, methods, skills, knowledge, and experience to achieve specific project objectives according to the project acceptance criteria within agreed parameters. And the project management has finite deliverables that are constrained to a finite time scale and budget. A key factor that distinguishes the project management from just management is that it has this finite deliverables and finite time span, unlike management, which is an ongoing process. And because of this, project professional needs to wide range of skills and often technical skills and certainly people management skills and good business awareness. So what about the five stages of project management? We know that the project management process is usually broken down into separate phases that take the project from the beginning to the end. The stages include the starting from the initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and the control, and the closure stage. We need to check it out the one by one. These phases often overlap with the project lifecycle. They can help you determine the right flow and sequence of operations to bring your project to a conclusion. So the first one is the project initiation. Initiation is the formal start of a project, and it usually begins with the issues of project mandate, which briefly describes the purpose of a project and authorizes the budget spend. As this stage, you should define the project at a broader level. This often begins with starting from the business case and justifying the need for the project and estimating potential benefits. And second one is a feasibility study, evaluating the problems and determining if the project will solve it. So if you decide to undertake the project, you should then create a project initiation document. We can say the short code is PID. This is the foundation of your project and a critical reference point for the next stages. And key components of your project initiation document PID should be like starting from your business case, project goals and scope on business size and project organization, like defining the who, why, what, when, and how of the project, and project constraints and project risks and stakeholders, project controls and the reporting framework, and the criteria for closing and accessing the point. So the second one is a project definition and planning, because the project planning is a key to successful project management, because at this stage it typically begins with setting goals. The two most common approaches include the starting from the SMART method. We can say that the specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And second one is the CLEAR method: collaborative, limited, emotional, appreciable, and refinable. So at this stage, you will also define the project scope and develop a project plan and work breakdown schedules. This involves identifying the cost, time, and resources that are at your disposal, and you can just involve with the roles and responsibilities for the project, and you need to understand about the quality of the project, milestones, baseline performance measures, progress checkpoints, risk and resources for resolving unforeseen issues. So during this stage you may also want to develop a communication plan also, like especially if you have external stakeholders, as well as a risk management plan. So what about the project launch and implementation? This is a third step you need to follow. Implementation means also called, we can say that this is a project execution mode. So simply means putting your project plan into action. It often begins with a project kickoff meeting, and during this phase you will carry out the tasks and activities from your project plan to produce the project deliverables. For example, if you are creating a promotional pack for a trade show, early deliverables might be to gather product information and prices and complete all of your product photography and get it signed off by the customer. So that project managers may direct this work by overseeing a team, managing budget and resources, communicating to stakeholders. So careful monitoring and the control at this stage can help you keep the project plan on track more, and you can use a range of tools and the processes to help you manage things like time, cost, quality, and the risks, to communicate progress and manage customer acceptance. So fourth step will be on project monitoring and control. Monitoring and control often overlap with the execution, as they often occur at the same time. They require measuring project progression and performance and dealing with any issues that arise from day-to-day work. You can use the key performance indicators like KPIs to determine if your project is on track. Things you could measure include, for example, starting from the if your project is on schedule and budget, if specific tasks are being completed, if issues are adequately addressed. So during this time, you may need to adjust the schedules and resources to ensure that your project remains to on the track mode, or see you just check it out the measured performance and the set targets. And the fifth step will be on project close. During this last phase, you will complete your work and dissolve the project. So closure doesn't necessarily mean success, but simply the final point of the project. Example, closure can happen when you cancel projects that fail. So the project closure often involves things like starting from the handing over the deliverables, releasing staff and resources, archiving or handing over any relevant project documents if they are available there. So canceling the supplier contracts and completion of all activities across the project, preparing the final project budget and report, and hand over into business as usual if this applies. So after closure, you can just understand the carry out post implementation project review, sometimes referred to as a post meeting. And this is an opportunity to evaluate that went well and what didn't, and understanding failures if there were any, and can help you learn lessons and improve the way you carry out future projects. So you need to understand about why the project management is very important. So what are the reasons are available? So according to Lucy, it has been explained about that. Have you ever wondered why is a project management important? If you have never worked with a project manager before, it can be tempting to forego to expense in favor of managing a project yourself. After all, project management can be a hefty financial investment, so why not just do it yourself? But that would be a mistake, because a good project manager is the glue that holds the project together and ensures quality and objectives are met on time, on budget. And according to the Project Management Institute organization, that and the value project management report on average of 50% of more of their project failing outright. 50%. And failed projects can quickly retail your initiatives and delay or even prevent business growth. So the project management is more than simply tracking deadlines and setting a budget. A good project manager takes control of a project from beginning to end, ensuring that the initiatives and goals are strategically aligned, the project has a stakeholder support, and everyone is on the same page. So what is project management options? You know that to understand why project management is more important, we first need to define exactly what project management is here. And according to the Project Management Institutes, define the project management as the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques of projects activities to meet the project requirements. And we can understand about the basic four management life cycle stages, starting from the initiation, planning, execution, and the closure method. So in other words, the purpose of project management is to plan and manage a project to completely successful its listed goals and deliverables. It involves identifying and managing risk, careful resource management, smart budgeting, and clear communication across multiple teams and stakeholders. So why is project management important? And because projects are often complex and involves numerous stakeholders, having a manager to lead the initiative and keep everyone on the same page is critical to project success. In fact, PMI found that organizations using any type of project management methodology are better at meeting budget, staying on schedule, and meeting scope, quality standards, and expected benefits. So the next first one is a realistic project planning. The importance of project planning cannot be overstated, and that overstated too often, because the organization overestimate how quickly that can achieve deliverables, underestimate the cost, or both a recipe of failure. A good project manager considers the big picture and sets realistic and achievable goals, budgets, and timelines. Without careful management, a project can quickly get off track before it has even begun. To set realistic goals, budgets, and timelines, the project manager communicates with the different stakeholders to understand the strategic priorities and business objectives of the initiative. And based on their research, the project manager then outline a project plan that balances those priorities within the constraints of time and budget. This process involves cost estimation, resource management, and risk management. And the second step will be on a clear focus and objectives. A lack of clear goals was the most common reason for project failure in the year of 2017. And project managers help organizations hone in on their priorities and define their project objectives. When project management is left to the team to handle, the scope and objectives can easily get muddled, and unclear focus can lead to scope creep, missed deadlines, and overspending. Plus, without a project manager to oversee the project plans and task breakdowns, many teams and may not notice potential risk factors as they arise. If they don't address evolving project risk, the team could end up prioritizing the wrong task. A good project manager keeps an eye on all these factors so that the team can focus on the right task at the right time and adapt as needed. Third one is a strategic alignment. One of the most important reasons to use project management is to align projects with business strategy. And according to the Mark Langley, the president and CEO of PMA cautions, if your organization is not good at project management, you are putting too much at risk in terms of ultimately delivering on strategy. In other words, project management is a driver of organizational strategy. So if you aren't applying it to your initiatives, you are missing a crucial opportunity to go. So as a project managers oversee the planning and execution of a project, they help ensure the project's overall goals and its subsequent tasks and milestones all align with the organization strategy. And strategic alignment at every level of the project keeps each stakeholder on the same page and ensures your initiatives drive the organization forward. Okay, the next one is a managed process. A project management is a proactive process that seeks to help the right people to the right task at the right time. Without a set of project management method, many teams tend to work reactively, handling issues as they arise rather than proactively planning for known risk as and the setting project goals and parameters from the beginning. Because the project manager helps team break down a project into more manageable pieces. By breaking the project into a clear process as assigned task, milestones, and deadlines, and project managers can direct their teams more efficiently and react to issues with greater agility. And fifth one is quality control. Quality control is an essential component of project management. Your project could meet all parameters for time and budget, but if the quality standards aren't met, the project will be deemed a failure. Unfortunately, this is an all too easy trap to fail into, and teams are under a lot of pressure to finish a project on time on a budget, and this can lead to rushed work and short executions. So that's where project managers come in, and they not only manage deadlines and objectives, and what they also keep an eye on how well project tasks are executed, and project managers help outline deliverables and define their quality standards so that everyone knows exactly what they are aiming for. Sixth one is a reduced cost. In 2018, according to PMI, 9.9% of every dollar invested was wasted due to poor project performance. That's a $99 million for every 1 billion invested. So the project management reduces project cost by improving efficiency, mitigating risk, and optimizing resources. Even with the added cost of investing in a project manager, organizations stand to gain much more. And next one is you can understand about the project management templates for each page for your project, including the starting from the project checklist and the project timelines and Gantt charts, process flow charts, sprint timelines, and project dashboards also available in the latest technology. And ready-made project management template and an extensive shape library make it easy to quickly customize your own dashboards and diagrams. So you just check it out in Google for various type of project management template which is available in the internet industry. So apply conditional formatting and link data directly to your document so you can just take your project process in real time. So with the right project management and the right resources, you can set your projects up for success every time. Okay, my dear students, thank you once again, and thank you all.